Hola, this is Kai Pacha with the weekly Pele Report, and today is November 20th of 2013. This is an astrological forecast for this week. You know, the 20th to the 27th, we're going to just be looking at the aspects that are going on. You may remember the full moon that we had last week. It's beautiful in the night sky. Now you can see Venus very, very, very bright in the night sky. Absolutely gorgeous. I was looking at her last night. And yeah, so these changes that are going on, if you've been listening to these reports, you will know that we've had the Sun in Scorpio for the last month. We've had Mercury conjoining with Saturn, serious, sober thinking and decisions, and it's been a dark time, a heavy time. It's really been a time, I would say, of, if I wanted to capsulize it in, learning the rules of the game. This North Node in Saturn and Scorpio, forces beyond our control. I'm dealing with them right now. I'm here at the University of Costa Rica, and, you know, the guy with the leaf blower will simply not go away. You just can't control everything. We got to let go. It's nice. We got the Sun square Neptune this week. And Neptune is about letting go and surrendering. And finally, I just threw up my arms and said, I'm not going to wait for this guy to turn that thing off. You know, everybody's just going to have to deal with it. And, you know, he's coming around the corner. But anyway, it's been intense. It's been heavy. It's been serious. We learn the rules of the game. Until we learn the rules of the game, we can mess up, we can make mistakes, we can make fouls, we can get put out of the game, put in the box, put off to the side, lose. So the last month or so has been a time, you know, where each and every one of us has been bumping up against our limitations, our innocence, our ignorance, learning the limits of how much we can give, how much we can stand, how much we can take, you know, how much endurance we have, how much perseverance we have, how much willpower we have. And of course, our feelings and emotions come into it, and it's like, you know, how much shame, how much guilt, how much anger. Yeah, I mean, we have to balance out our own personal needs, our personal individual reality with this external game that we're playing, this external reality. You know, Saturn is Chronos, Father Time. Time and space, third dimension, planet Earth. I'd say the problem has been if we get lost in it. And this game is the only game, this game is all there is, and we lose sight of our infinite spiritual nature, and we get lost in our ego, then we really win and lose and, you know, suffer and, I mean, get into all kinds of, you know, problems and difficulties with our, you know, relationships, businesses, money. So the good news, tomorrow the Sun moves into Sagittarius. It's like the ascension, it's like we're rising. And this week we have Mercury making its final conjunction to Saturn. That final conjunction to Saturn is on Monday. The first pass, Mercury came by Saturn, you know, in the beginning of October. It was October 8th. Then it went retrograde, October 29th. Now it's going direct. The last pass. This is like a culmination of almost 7 weeks since Mercury first, you know, hit that Saturn. And it was time to decide, it was time to see the counselor, to get the divorce, to sign the papers, to have the arguments, to face the boss, to quit the job, you know, to buy the restaurant and decide to put your money into a new investment. I mean, the decisions, you know, happen in the beginning of October, and then you hit all the red tape, all the bureaucracy, all the, you know, need to, decipher and distill, and, if it's counseling or relationship or if it's business, you have to just like look at it deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And now, this week, Mercury comes by Saturn for the third pass and says, "You've gone as far as you can go for this round. Ding!" Yeah, man. Round is over. Back to your corners. Get some water. Lighten up a little bit. Get some coaching, from your coach. Get ready for another round. But another round's not for a little while. In the meantime, celebrate. Celebrate. This is a beautiful time. We're done with the Venus conjunct Pluto. It's moved on. We've got a beautiful Venus sextile that Mercury, yeah, and it's, coming into this opposition with Jupiter. It's going to be, this is a good weekend. That Sun square Neptune, if anything, it's like you go too far, you get too drunk, you get too high, you get too lost in like, wow, made it, yeah, and you go out there and crash your car or something. I mean, I would just say, it's a time of, not totally losing it, but certainly relaxing, enjoying, and understanding, looking back over the last 6 weeks, looking back over all this eclipse season and this time of transformation. It's really like this time of alchemy. And I almost think of like you're hosting a party, and you go out in the kitchen and you got to make some cookies, you got to, get all those ingredients and put all these things together, stir it all up, and put it in the oven. And then you go back to the party and you let that sucker bake for a little while. The sun's going out of Scorpio, which is a water sign, into Sagittarius. It's going into fire. It's time to lighten up. It's time to fire up. It's time to lift up and really get a bigger, wider, broader perspective. We've been in the deep, dark dungeon of our inner selves, of the underworld, of our feelings and our, shadows. And now it's time to light the candle. Sagittarius is we're beginning a new month. It's the new vision quest. It's time to set off. And maybe you've had to let go of a job, a business, a relationship, a home, a car, some bad health or some good health. You've made some transformations. And now for this next month, and Mercury's going to join the Sun in Sagittarius around December 5 or 6, a couple weeks from now. Mercury's going to join it. We're going to have the Sun and Mercury both in Sagittarius, setting off. It's like the charioteer card in the tarot, setting off in a new direction. Getting a new belief system, getting a new perspective, new philosophy, new beliefs, finding something new to believe in, a new meaning after going through the shedding of the old skin, the shedding of the old identity. Yeah, the alchemical transformation that occurred. And it's also, letting go is not always loss. All I can say is, this last 6 weeks, you may have been letting go of being single and joined into a union. You have, maybe let go of being an entrepreneur and joined in a community. You may have let go of, there's lots of different ways of letting go, but those different ways of letting go lead to ever expansive and bigger ways of expressing your total being. Yeah, life is forever expanding. It's an expanding universe. Our consciousness is expanding. Our potential is expanding. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion. And that Jupiter's in Cancer, conjunct with Black Moon Lilith. Yeah, part of our process now, part of our expansion now, is owning our feelings, owning our feminine, owning that inner world, I encourage you, don't just like come out into this fiery masculine Sagittarius and just let go of all the lessons or all of the understanding or all of the growth and the change that occurred. This is still time to like integrate, still time to process and bring that wisdom, bring those feelings, bring those needs, bring that self-knowledge up and out and into the world. That's your new song that it is now time to sing. So that brings me to the mantra for today. That mantra for today is, yeah, let the drums roll and the trumpets play to celebrate this glorious day. For I have arisen from the depths of my being to join in the song. All nature is singing. Sagittarius is nature. It's the wild. Listen to the birds. Listen to the songs. Listen to the insects. Listen to the whales. All of nature. If you listen really close, those ants are singing. Put your ear down to the earth. Yeah? And listen. This earth is alive. All of nature is alive. All of nature is just exuberant. We get lost in ourselves and our subjective transformation. But Sagittarius lifts us up, yeah, to join all of nature in the truth and meaning of life. So, let the drums roll and the trumpets play to celebrate this glorious day. For I have arisen from the depths of my being to join in the song. All nature is singing. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. You know, finish the business, close the books, you know, Mercury, Saturn, boom. You know, close those books this weekend and get out there. Go back to the party. You're done in the kitchen. The cookies are in the oven. It's all going to be all right. Yeah? Get while the getting is good. And this time, yeah, for the next couple of weeks, it's actually going to be getting better. Mars is going to be moving out of Virgo into Libra. You know, as we get into December, yeah, Mercury's moving into Sag, Mars is going to go into Libra. Things are going to get, it's going to get exciting again, man. It's been a wing ding. But get on and get out. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.